guys. So I decided to conduct this session especially for those people who have actually tried to attend the exam or any competitive exam. So you will be having a basic understanding about the mechanical engineering syllabus and okay, as I posted earlier, I am going to cover the 6 basic points in this session. The first one is the basic pattern of question being asked in ISRO ICRB exam. Then after understanding the basic pattern, we will move on to the analysis of previous 5-year papers, okay, from 2015. Last 5 papers I have analyzed for you, so that we get a basic understanding of how we can study and attempt the paper. Then the important subjects and topics from each subject. Actually, I went to the previous questions and I tried to see which topics are being repeated or which topics are being frequently asked. So that information I'll give you. So based on that, you can first cover the topics and make your marks assured. Sorry. Then after that, after you understand all this, the background, the important topics, then how to actually study, what are the basic guidelines and basic strategy involved in studying for such competitive papers, that I'm going to share with you. Then the importance of short notes while preparing. What is this importance of short notes, why you need to prepare, and why you need to keep a copy of your short notes. Okay, not anyone's copy, your own copy, your own handwriting. Lastly, some of you have asked me questions through messages, and some of you have asked me questions on my previous posts, so I'll try to answer those queries as well. Okay, so I think enough of. Okay, some of our friends also have joined. Okay, so let us start. So as all of us know, our ISRO ICRB exam is of 240 marks, 80 questions, and each questions is 3 marks each with negative marking of 1/3 marks. So we try to attempt maximum questions as to clear the cutoff. After clearing the cutoff, these marks don't matter. What matters is the next interview round. Okay, so this is only a qualifying exam, the written exam. Now the cutoff of this exam varies from very low as 130, 135 to very high as 170. Depends on the difficulty level of the paper. Okay, so let us assume that it will go above 150, 160, so that even if it is less, you are still qualifying the exam. Okay, so first, the basic pattern of the question being asked. See, if there are say 100 questions, say 80 questions, 10% of the questions what I have analyzed is either repeated from engineering service, or either it's very easy questions from different exams, some one-liner questions, one formula, very easy, calculator's efficiency, or they'll be asking which material causes the stainless steel property in iron, that is chromium. So like this one line questions are being frequently repeated from other exams in ISRO ICRB exam. So 10% of the questions are very easy. Okay, now secondly, out of 100%, 10% is the easiest form of questions. Now the next is 20% of the questions will be one formula questions, or one calculation will be involved. Okay, so these questions are basically some unit conversions, okay, some finding some efficiencies, or implement some trick questions, so that if you apply one formula you'll get the answer. So 20% of the questions are like this, easy level, moderate level. Now the main thing comes here is 60% of the questions, 65% of the questions are questions which involves multiple concepts. Okay, like 2 to 3 formulas will be needed to solve the problem. Okay, mostly these are from strength of material, Okay, 2-3 formulas. You need to calculate the area, then you need to calculate the moment of inertia, then finally something else. Okay, like this 2-3 questions. If you answer, you get the marks. So 60% of the questions in ISRO ICRB exam are like this one. Okay, then after that 10% of the questions. Okay, 90% of the questions are over. Now 10% of the questions. These questions are either very hard to solve or require calculator to solve. As we know that calculator is not allowed in this exam, it means that this 10% of the questions are deliberately added to, make you get involved and waste your time. Okay, so you can be smart enough to leave these questions. Okay, as if you don't need 100% accuracy to clear the exam. Okay, 60-70% of their marks means you have cleared the cutoff. Okay, so 10% of these questions which are very say lengthy or require special calculations, you can directly leave. Okay, you need not break your head behind these such questions. Okay, so the 90% of the questions which are easy and which are in your hand, you better concentrate on those. Okay, now going to the analysis of previous 5 papers. I'll put this whatever analysis I have done, I'll put this as a photograph in my just after my live session, so you can all go through. What I have seen is most most of the questions are from two areas only. One is the thermal engineering, other is production science. Okay, thermal engineering, minimum 12 to 15 questions are being asked every year. Production also 12 to 15 minimum, means out of 80 questions, 30 questions are either production or thermal. Then 8 to 10 questions from strength of material, and 8 to 10 questions from fluid mechanics and turbines and pumps, hydraulic machinery. So half of a paper gets over in these 4 subjects. Okay, so these subjects are very important: production, then thermal science, fluid mechanics and hydraulic machines, and strength of material. Out of 80, 40 to 45 questions are from these subjects itself. Okay, sometimes if you see thermal and productions, each 20 questions they've asked. That means 2 subjects are giving you more than 50% marks. Okay, so do not leave anything in these subjects. Okay, very important. Then there are moderate level subjects such as mechanics, strength of material, maths. Okay, heat transfer. These are small subjects. You can easily get marks in these subjects. Now coming to the detailed analysis of the subjects, I will tell you 4 subjects easily which can give you more than 50% of your marks. Okay, first, as I told you, it's production science. So production science, you need not leave anything, starting from metal cutting, starting from merchant circle, welding, casting, everything, sheet forming, everything has to be completed. Metrology, everything is important in production science. Same goes for thermal. Now thermal, as far as production is concerned, the syllabus is too large, so you need a good practice. But for thermal, the syllabus is quite less than production. Okay, thermal, you can basically concentrate on the first chapters like entropy and the 3 laws of thermodynamics, and finding efficiencies, and all the cycles: Rankine cycle, Breton cycle, Carnot cycle. Such kind of problems are being asked every year. Okay, the numericals may change, but the concept remains same. Okay, so first the efficiency related problems, the cycle related problem, and finding the pressures and temperature ratios. You should be very fast with all these calculations, because these are being asked every year. Okay, that is for production and thermal. Now come back to SOM and mechanics. Mechanics is giving you free marks, very easy marks. Okay, mechanics is giving you very easy marks. Truss, resolution of forces, velocity, acceleration problems. These 3 topics, 3 or 4 questions are there in every exam of ISRO. Okay, so truss, forces, and velocity, acceleration related problems. Then coming to SOM. SOM is very predictable. Say why? Because there are only two areas which I see they are asking the problems again and again. Now, of course, other areas also they can ask, but what repetition I have seen is one is shaft related problems. MDA and SOM are having these problems in common. Okay, mission design and SOM. Shaft related problems. What should be the cross section of the shaft or the thickness of the shaft, the torque of the shaft? Okay, all those things. 2 or 3 formulas are there for this shaft. Second is beam related problems. Beam related problems are so common. Okay, they are asking you to find moment of inertia, then deflection, then SFD, BMD. Okay, on one beam they are asking you so many problems. So this strength of material, if you are able to do all this, 3 to 4 questions you will be able to solve on beam. Okay, so be very careful of all these 4 subjects which I told you: thermal, production, sound, mechanics. Coming to fluid mechanics, flow related problems, pipe flow related problems, and turbine and pumps. Turbine and pumps, there are 8 questions on fluid mechanics. 2 to 3 are on turbines and pumps. Very easy questions. They will ask you some efficiency of the turbine or some theory questions, some head of the turbine, something they'll ask you. Okay. So these 5 subjects, what I told you, mechanics, sound, thermal, production, and FM, will give you more than 50% of your marks. Okay. Other subjects also are there, but these are like the major magnitude having the weightage. Okay. Then of course the theory of machine, some 2 3 questions will be there. Sometimes 5 questions also asked. Industrial also 3 4 questions are being asked. Okay. Now let's come to maths. Maths is very unpredictable in ISRO paper. So what you can do is, if people who are good in maths can cover the whole GATE syllabus. Okay. People who like maths very moderately, so what you can do is you can go for, first of all, you go for matrices and limits. Matrices, one question will be there: eigenvalues, eigenvectors, Cayley Hamilton theorem, all those things. Then limits. Okay, easy problems from limits are being asked every year. These 2 topics. Then go for differential equation. 6 or 7 types of differential equation is there. Any one type will be asked. 1 or 2 types will be asked. Okay, and probability. Probability, one question is pakka, but from which chapter we don't know. Okay, so these 4 things I have actually seen that are being repeated. Okay. So these are this is my analysis of the last previous question papers. Okay, all what all topics I told you, these are like being repeated and are very important. Okay, so you need to study this and also other subjects as well. Okay, don't just leave other topics. This is the core of the paper. Okay, but other things are also important, because sometimes it may happen that other things also might be asked in like with more weightage. Okay. So now let us go to, with this background. Okay, now you have a background of what all is being asked and what you all have to study. What is the total background? Now let's go to the basic guidelines of how to prepare. Okay, I'm having an understanding that each one of you will be having some basic understanding of GATE level questions or some syllabus you have covered. Okay, so you are I'm assuming that all of you have at least some basic level understanding of the GATE level syllabus for mechanical engineering. Now, first of all, as I tell in my every post or say every live session, short notes are very important. If you're not prepared, please prepare it. Okay, it doesn't take more time. Important queries, important questions, important notations, formulas should be copied in the short notes and should be prepared along when you're reading the theory or you're reading the class notes or you're reading the coaching notes. Okay. Second comes after this preparation of short notes and reading them comes numerical solving. Solving the numerical is very, very important. Why? Because it shows you how you can implement your syllabus or how you can implement your formulas in practice. Okay. So ISRO, ESC, and GATE numericals are very good for practicing. Then you can take some test series for coaching. Okay. So many numericals, if you solve, your formulas all get revised on their own. You need not specifically sit and study, but your formulas will get revised on your own. 1 or 2 times you have to actually revise the short notes. After that, it will get revised automatically. Okay. Now, when you attend the questions for the first time, if there are 100 questions, you will be able to solve only 50 or 55 questions. Okay, that is the level of the problem. What you're not able to solve, that is now important. What you're able to solve, you will be able to solve now every time. Okay, you need not worry about that. What 40-45 questions you're not able to solve, that is very important. Okay, stick to those questions. Okay, try to see the concept involved in those questions. Once you are able to see the concept involved in these questions, try to go back to the question and again solve. Okay, some questions you'll be able to solve. Again, there will be some difficulty. So this is a repetitive process. Whatever you're not able to solve, you're going back to the textbook, you're going back to some YouTube videos, you're going back to the class notes, and you're trying to once again rectify your mistakes. Your accuracy will go from 50 questions out of 100 to 70, 75 questions out of the 100. That means now you have a growth in solving. That is very important, error correction. And whatever typical problems you're not able to solve, that should come at the end of your short notes. And at the end of the one chapter, say thermodynamics, first chapter, some laws of thermodynamics, last page you have noted down some 3-4 questions which you are not able to solve. Okay, and again you have solved them. So these 4-5 questions will be imprinted in your mind, that such typical questions where you were not able to solve, but now you are able to solve. Okay, that gives you one's confidence. And second, such kind of question, if it comes in the paper, others might face some difficulty to solve it, but you will be very confident because you have already gone through. Okay, so such kind of things you should follow. That is error correction. Slowly, out of 100, you will be able to solve 70, 80, 90. Your accuracy will tend to 100. Okay, it will never reach 100. That is the reality, but it will tend to 100. Okay. After error correction, repetition is very important. Repetition means again revision of your short notes, revisiting your mistakes. Okay, this is all repetition. Doing this will give you confidence. Okay. And one more thing, I am strictly against just reading my short notes and just going through. That is 1 or 2 times you can do, but once in a while, say once in a week, you should write the formulas and see it. Or while solving the numericals, you should write the formulas. Writing will actually give you more understanding. Your hands will automatically remember the formula. The next time you need not remember. Okay, so rather than again and again reading, try to write and remember the formula. That is one key what I have been doing during my preparation time. See, now you have suppose less than 60 days, 50 or 55 days to prepare. 12th Jan I think is the exam. So what you can do, try to utilize most of your time. Okay, avoid social media after seeing this live session. Okay, try to use social media only for study purpose. Don't even waste 10 seconds on other things. Okay, give your out of 24 hours, give your 12, 13, 14 hours to preparation, because this 2 months preparation will give you benefit of a lifetime. Okay, so try to be a bit serious towards it and activate your power mode. Okay, power mode means total focus on the studies. Okay, nothing else. And don't let other things accumulate in your mind, because that will occupy your mind. Okay, then you will not be able to study, your efficiency will decrease. So other things, just let it go for 2 months. Don't attend any parties and all those things, only for 2 months. Then later on you can do whatever you want. Okay, so this is actually why I'm saying this, because this will actually increase your efficiency. It happens. Okay, meditation increase your efficiency. Meditation means forgetting about other things, only concentrating about your work. Okay, that will definitely help you. Your efficiency will increase. Avoid going out, avoid going to social media. Okay, take breaks, have talk with friends. Okay, but return back to your original motive, that is clearing ICRB exam. Okay, now as I always talk about short notes, I spend 5 minutes talking about my short notes preparation. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same because new people also have joined us. So short notes, what are the important? Okay, the importance of short notes is you can revise anytime. You can, while traveling you can revise. Okay, while just sitting, while just walking around, you can just revise your short notes. It is a power pack in your hand. The full mechanical engineering in sub 200-300 pages. Okay, that is very, very good. Short notes. Okay, it's like a full power in your pocket. Okay, and once you revise the short notes 2-3 times, no, and when you're solving, that full image of that paper in your own handwriting is in front of your eyes. I have experienced that when I'm solving in my examination hall, the full short notes will be in front of my eyes, in my brain. So that becomes very helpful. You can remember everything, because everything you have only written your handwriting, everything okay, and you have revised that for 6 to 7 times. So now it becomes very easy to remember from short notes. Okay, so that is very, very important. Now, coming to the last segment of this live session, people have asked me questions over the over messages, over posts. Okay, so one by one, I'm going to clear the doubts. If you have any doubts, you can still post in the comment section. I'll give you quick feedback like right now. So let me take some questions from earlier posts. So Mr. Deepak Kasudani has asked me how to prepare with 8-hour job. Okay. See, first of all, congratulations, you have a job. Okay. So 8-hour job. See, uh, during the job, I think that it will be very difficult for you to study. Okay. But when you're going and coming back from the job, that time you can utilize to revise your short notes, first of all. I'm trying to optimize your time. Okay. 8 hours you cannot do anything, you have to only work. But after 8 hours, the time is yours. You are the owner of the time after 8 hours. So the other 16 hours, how you want to spend, that you have to decide. 1.5 hour you can spend for your personal purposes, put everything. 6-7 hours you can sleep. Okay. Rest 8 to 9 hours you still have time. 8 to 9 hours is a very good time to study. Okay. People who are sitting with a book whole day, okay, they need not be so much efficient that they might also study only for 2-3 hours efficiently. Rest of the time they're only sitting with the books. Okay, but you have 8 to 9 hours. If you are serious enough, you can study more than those people who are sitting with the book for the full day. It depends on how efficient you study, with how much concentration you study. Okay, so first of all, you have to give up other things. Deepak, that after coming back home, stick to your take a break, stick to your preparation, forget other things for this 2-3 months. That will surely work, and you try to utilize each and every moment available. If during work you get some free time, try to study your short notes. Okay, take your short notes with you during lunchtime. Come back 10-15 minutes early and try to revise during the lunchtime. And evening after going home, you can just solve the questions on those topics. That way you can optimize your time. Okay. So Mr. Bhargav Joshi has asked about the subject priority. I've already told you the subjects. Bhargav, I already told the subjects: mechanics, from thermal production, and FM. I think these are covering more than 50% of the syllabus. Okay. Then uh, Mahesh has asked about preparation with MTech at BITS Pilani. Okay. So first, I think December is an exam, MTech exam. What I fear is you first concentrate on MTech exam. Personally, why? Because see, if you are not able to study for MTech exam and you are side by side preparing for ISRO exam, you will be in a state where your mind will be running in both the areas, whether to go for MTech exam, whether to clear that, or whether to go for ICRB exam. You won't be able to do that justice to any of the two exams. So first, take 10-12 days and finish the MTech syllabus. At least 60-70% of the syllabus you finish and keep. At least you have to pass the exam for MTech. That much syllabus you complete, then you start for ICRB exam. That is my you know uh, uh, advice to you. Because once you finish the MTech exam, MTech syllabus, you will be very calm, and you will be very contented, and then you can easily start for ICRB preparation. If you are not finishing MTech syllabus, no, you will be in a tension. Always you will have that anxiety that I have to finish, I have to clear MTech, and all those tensions will be on you. Okay, so first finish your MTech syllabus, then you start for ICRB exam preparation. Okay. Rishabh Sharma, very good question. He's asked what to do with questions which require calculators. See, let me clear one thing to you. There are two type of questions. One is which requires a calculator but can be solved without a calculator. Okay, and one type of questions which requires a calculator and cannot be solved without a calculator. That is pakka you need a calculator. Okay, if pakka you need a calculator, just leave that question. Okay, but in a question which is seeming to be hard, okay, but the calculations will be very easy, I'll tell you. For example, there is a question where you need to calculate the some values where in the numerator there is g and denominator there is pi square. Now pi square is somewhat equal to g only, 9.81. Can easily cut those things. Okay. Then there are many questions where ln, natural log 2, natural log 3, ln 2, ln 3, these kind of things happen. These values you should remember, and you're not small kids now, you're engineers. ln 2, root 3, all this value you should remember. Okay, so this requires calculator, but need not be, you should not depend on calculator for such small calculations. You should remember all those things. Okay, then when you go for thermal engineering subjects, you get pressure ratios, P1 by P2 raised to 1.4, then P1 by P2 raised to 0.4. This P1 by P2 ratios will be 6, 8, 1, 2, all will be common ratios. So you just remember raised to 0.4 means what? All these things you write in the short notes in the one column. Some 4 or 5 values will be there. Like you remember sine, cos, tan values for 30 degree, 45 degree, and 60 degree. All those things you are remembering. So this also you remember. P1 by P2, T1 by T2 raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. Gamma will be 1.4 most of the times. Okay. So this some values you can remember and go. So other people will be not be solving because they don't have a calculator. But what you have done, you have remembered the values and you've gone. So you'll be able to score more marks than them. Okay. So such kind of smart work you need to implement if you want to solve without calculator. Okay. And practice a lot. When you're practicing all these fractions, everything, you get so much involved that you will be easily able to solve. Okay. So Sachin Mishra is asking that paper is very unpredictable, theory or numerical, what will come in this exam? See, this is totally dependent on the examiner. Nobody can predict. Okay, no expert can predict what will be the paper. Okay, why? Because each time they want to change the pattern. They want to do something new. Okay, it's an all India paper. It's not our university paper. So they need to maintain the standard. Okay, but what is in your hand? Preparation is in your hand. You prepare well for theory and numerical. What is the problem? Okay, theory. If you solve from ESC previous papers, that is well and good. Okay, numericals also. So many numericals are available. Okay, what is in your hand, that you need to concentrate first. Mr. Venki is asking whether GATE preparation is enough for ISRO. Yes, GATE syllabus is enough for ISRO, but without calculator. Okay, please practice without calculator. And as I always say, this exam is only for qualifying. Okay, so it's not like that people who are not able to score 90%, 100%, they should get demotivated. Okay, I think I have scored only 135 marks, and 131 was the cutoff at my time. 240 में से I scored 135. Okay, and what was the cutoff? 131. Once you qualify, that marks go to the dustbin. Next round only matters. What is the interview round? Okay, that time I studied really well and scored all India rank of 7 out of 800 students from all over India. Okay, so that is only what matters. It's this written exam, 60 to 70%. If you are able to score, you are through. Okay, try to keep your mind calm and concentrate on that. Don't try to give yourself tension. Okay, try to be calm. You have to solve 60-70% of the questions accurately and have to go through. Try to keep that in mind. Okay, so let me take some questions from this post itself. Some of our friends also have joined. Civil branch. Abhishek Mukherjee needs guidance for civil branch. Okay, Abhishek, I will try to search somebody for you. Adarsh Yadav, how to prepare for hard topics. See, hard topic, there's nothing as hard topic. Only when you don't understand something, it becomes hard. Okay, try to see YouTube videos. YouTube videos will help you a lot. Unacademy or some other, normal Angres people from other states, like other countries. These people are putting really good videos. You can also see that. NPTEL video is beneficial, but NPTEL video are too lengthy. I see you have very less time. Okay, you need to do it fast. Then compressible flow. The 2-3 people have asked me compressible flow. I think I have referred only this notes. What we can say, class notes of ACE. because I don't think other than that I have referred anything for compressible flow. If I'll just try to see my notes. If I'm finding any textbook reference, I'll give it to you. Okay, for compressible flow. For RAC, I have studied. I think DS Kumar or something. Tarun Singh Sisodia. Okay, you are already in ISRO, so you know better. Yes, GATE and EAC questions are helpful, definitely, because everything is related to mechanical engineering. Whatever you solve for mechanical engineering is beneficial for ISRO. Okay. SSC JE. Mayank is asking whether theory questions SSC JE paper will work. Yes, it will. It is also having mechanical engineering syllabus, so it will work. Robin Singh, how to increase speed? Practice, that's all. And you have to remember shortcuts. Okay, some kind of problems will get repeated. Some kind of mathematical fractions will get repeated. So 1 or 2 times you solve it. Third time you directly write the answer. Okay, 2-3 steps you can leave it. That is coming through practice only. Don't say that you have a practice 100 questions, that is enough. Okay, for me 100 question might be enough. For you 500 question might be enough. For somebody 50 questions are enough. Okay, so you know yourself better. Try to solve as many questions as you can. Don't stop. Okay, if you get saturated, you take some break, you go out and you come back, but solve indefinitely. There should be an infinity should be your target. Please solve as much as you can. Mayank, made easy short notes will work. I don't have preparation. Okay, if you don't have time to prepare your short notes, you can already refer. See, if you don't have time, then what you can do? You can only refer to the already available short notes. But keep a pencil with you. Whatever points are not there in that short notes, try to add it somewhere in the short notes. Okay, you need to add something from your side. Okay, because one printed book might be available with all over India people. Everybody will have that book, but what makes you special is your own findings, your own questions, your own things that you've understood from solving. That should always come in your short notes. Okay, so always keep a pencil and try to note it down. Robin Singh, how to calculate root problems and all that. Root problems, I think if you see 1 or 2 videos on Vedic maths, it is definitely very helpful. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If you want to find the square of 32, I'll just give you an example. I just saw this video some few days back. 32 squared is what? It is nothing but 31 square plus 31 plus 32. You calculate it, will be there. Okay. Similarly, what is 31 square? 31 square is 30 square plus 30 plus 31. Okay. So it's like 30 square, 900. Okay. Plus 31 plus 30 plus 30 plus 31. That will give you 31 square. Okay, so if you want to find the next square, what you do is you take the previous square plus add both the numbers. That will give you the next square. So such kind of easy tricks are also available on the internet. You please see. Okay, that works backwards also. If you want 29 square, if you want 29 square, you take 30 square, subtract 30 and 29 from it, you get 29 square. Okay, such kind of very easy things are available. You just have to study it. Okay, it's all Vedic facts. Which publication question bank is good? Which publication? I don't know. I have only referred the ACE and Made Easy question series in my preparation time. So I don't know which publication is really good. John Wick, can we revise complete syllabus in 4 hours? Not in 4 hours, but 6 to 7 hours you can revise if you have good short notes, definitely. Is it necessary to join coaching? I don't think it is necessary to join coaching, because 3-4 months will be gone in your coaching. So now you only have 2 months. But if you have time and if you have doubts in your syllabus that you don't know concepts in mechanical engineering, that to clear those concepts, coaching is necessary. Because how will you clear your concepts? If you sit with the textbooks, it will take a lot of time. Okay. If you are really through, some of the concepts are already okay, then with the textbooks and solving, you can go ahead. But if you really need assistance and you really need to understand concepts from the basic, so I suggest you can go for some coaching. Okay. How to manage with job? See, manage with job, I already told. You have to utilize most of your time. Okay, it's not like job means you cannot neglect that. That is your responsibility. But after that, whatever hours you are at home, that is your own, time. You can utilize that to the fullest. Okay, avoid other things at home. Try to concentrate only on study. I think that will help. Okay. Okay. So some basic things I will tell you before ending the live session. See, everybody has their own, comfort zone for studying. It's not like you should wake up in the morning or study only at the night. It depends on person from to person. Okay. Some people find it really good to study early in the morning. That is not applicable to me. I never woke up in the morning, nor I can study beyond 11 in the night. Okay. So it depends on you. It's not a very success formula that toppers will only study in the night or toppers will get up 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. There is nothing written rule. It depends on your body type, what you would like to study. But whatever you study, please be concentrated. Don't be sleepy while you are studying. Okay. Try to concentrate on what you are studying. Try to clear your doubts well in time. Okay. Don't keep your doubts till last moment. Try to clear your doubts well in time. Then try to help each other. Don't keep secrets from each other. Like if I tell this person, he will get more marks, he will get. See, if he wants to clear, he will clear anyhow. Okay. Try to help everybody. Education, if you share, it will grow. Okay. I'm practicing previous ISRO paper. Yes, Suresh ji, practicing previous ISRO paper is well and good, but I suggest you to solve some ESC questions and GATE questions also. Okay. Any more queries? I think I've answered most of the things. Still, I will post one previous paper, analysis of questions being asked. One photograph I will post from 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. All these papers I have gone through, and I have marked how many questions are there from each of the topics of thermal, FM, HT, SOM, production, TOM, mechanics. So that photograph you can see, and you can rewatch this live session also. So any other queries? Final year project matter in interview. Sometimes it matters. Interview, don't please think about it now. First concentrate on written, Mr. Shubham. You just clear this one. After you clear, I will guide you for the interview. Okay. Robin Singh, my mechanics is very weak. Should I leave it or not? Don't leave mechanics. So 3-4 topics I told Robin. Trust I told you. Okay. Velocity, acceleration I told you. Forces of resolution of forces I told you. Such kind of things you don't leave. It is very easy and you will get marks. Okay. So I guess that was a good session. I wish all of you are very good, good wishes for studying. And you can text on the page if you need any help. Okay. So all the best. All the best to all of you.